was there, in San Francisco. When the whole city was coming down, these guys were taking pictures, like they'd been waiting for it.
You think that your father was working for them?
This stuff was in a safe.
Who are they? What's Monarch?
There's a new one coming.
This is the world we live in. Monsters are an inescapable reality.
And it's just
Those files belong to us, and they are more important than you could possibly imagine.
there's a new one coming.
This is gonna give me nightmares.
This one's coming to an end.
Now, you can choke down that Monarch lie
This one's coming to an end.
about your father disappearing, or we can find out what really happened before it's too late. Oh my God, go! This world, it's not ours. Believe me.
It is so much more vast than we could possibly imagine.
These monsters and Monarch have taken everything from me. No more.
The world is on fire. If you want to save millions of lives, we can use some help.
There's a new one coming.
Hello, everyone. My name is Heather Hurt, and I am here with the NRW, where nerds rule the world. And this is Sean Konrad, the VFX Supervisor for the upcoming Monarch Legacy of Monsters series, arriving on November 17th on Apple TV+. How are you today, Sean?
I'm doing great. Great to meet you and your audience.
Thank you. We are so close to the show. How are you feeling getting up close to it? How are you feeling with it being right around the corner?
It's great. I've been part of this since November 2021, when we only had one script in the can, and it's been really exciting seeing this all come together, and very gratifying to see all of this. The reaction from people being as positive as it's been, and I'm really grateful to all of our visual effects teams across the planet who helped make this happen.
It is stunning. The show is absolutely stunning, and it's right out of the gate. Like within the first 15 seconds, no spoilers, of course. You just got that VFX right up front. It's monstrous, pun intended. What was it like when you got that initial call that they wanted you and your team for this role?
I was definitely really excited about it. I got to work on Godzilla 2014 as an artist, like humble beginnings, and so I got to be really in their nitty gritty detail and like understand how the sausage is made, so to speak. And then through the years, I've had friends who work at Legendary. I worked on an Apple show at one point, and just this, like, the two things coming together was a really extraordinary thing. And I wasn't sure about it, but then I got a script and read it, and I really loved it. And then I found out that looked into Chris Black's background, and I was really impressed. And then found out Matt Fraction was part of it, and one of my favorite comic authors. So this was like a slam dunk from the beginning.
Exciting. Let's go a little bit into the special effects themselves. This series takes part in over a series of about 60 years, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
A series about 60 years. What is that to a VFX artist? What is that to your team? How do you handle all of those changes and make it seem seamless?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the things that, like, the director of photography for the first couple episodes did was he wanted to make sure that there was a distinct look between the modern timeline and the old timeline. And so that's like as simple as giving it a little bit of a film look. You know, we're trying to emulate like a Kodachrome film emulation, and then throw like some extra grain and chromatic aberration and a little bit of glow, so it looks like an older camera body shot it. And that was part of it. But it's also like, you know, we're not just playing with different eras, we're playing with different movies that we're sort of hearkening towards. And tonally, like, Kong Skull Island is a vastly different movie than Godzilla 2014. And that's like figuring out how to make those feel like they belong in the same show is like a trick of direction that I don't fully understand. It's a magic trick to me, you know. And so, like, you know, all props to our director Matt Shackman for figuring that out.
Did you have to come up with any new types of technologies or tricks or tips for some people who might be watching to acknowledge those differences, especially within a universe that's continuously expanding?
Not really. You know, like a lot of the same things that fundamentally, you're sometimes we shot on film, and, you know, we used to shoot on film all the time. So like you get a little bit of a, you know, Bolex 16 millimeter footage, and you put it in, you scan it, you find a scanning machine that's still kicking around, and, you know, you put that into the pipeline and figure out how you're going to make that work. And that, all that stuff is like, we've done it before. Sometimes we're just going backwards, or sometimes we're going a little bit more forward. You know, there's so many things have changed in the technology landscape in the last while, but like really the focus on the show is just like high quality artistic talent. You know, that's really the thing that drives the creative on this show.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sean. The show is absolutely beautiful. Cannot wait for the rest of the world to see it. Once again, that is Monarch Legacy of Monsters, hitting Apple TV Plus on November 17th. Thank you so much, Sean.